Right guys, welcome back to Carp TV. You're joining me down on my syndicate in Kent. It's been a little while since I've been out, but it's proper good to get down and get the rods out. Now, I arrived at the lake this morning, about 10:30, but by the time I'd sort of seen a few people that I know, had a little catch up and a drink and a chat, it's probably about 1 o'clock that I got the rods out. Now, I've chose swim 19, which is, let's call it the shallow end of the lake, if you're going to put one end as the shallow one. I've chose up here mainly because the wind's sort of trickling in nicely up here. It's very, very shallow, and we've had some proper heat the last couple of days, and the sun has been proper shining on this area of the lake. So I could sort of easily imagine they was going to be basking in the sun, taking in the warm layers, and that is really what has been happening. Now, I've got 3 rods out, and my normal style, I haven't changed my approach at all. I'm fishing 3 wafter combi rigs, slip D style. Left-hand rod's going out about 17.5 wraps to a nice sandy area, really clear with a few little dotty patches of weed. And the middle rod is going out at 18.5 wraps towards the willow. And the third rod, I've sent that at 19 wraps towards the wind turbine. So all the rods are out where I want them to be. There's spots that I know do fish, and fingers crossed we might be able to stick one on the bank. Now, I've had some pretty savage liners on the left-hand rod. So what I'm going to do is that left hand, in about an hour's time, probably going to drop that back 2 rod lengths to another little sandy area just before the weed starts between the two. Now, hopefully on this session, what I'm going to be able to show you is how I handle weedy water, and also I want to fill you in on one of our new products that we've brought out. It's our Carp pot shots. These are now in stores, available to buy, and also from our website, and they're going to be turning up in shops close to you in the very near future. So I'm going to show you a little bit about them, how to use them, what to use them on, and how they're going to put more fish on the bank. Well, 24 hours in, and finally it's happened. It didn't look like it was going to happen, to be honest, so I'm proper made up. It's a little 19.5 mirror with absolutely cracking scales. You should look at the scales on this, it's ridiculous. So yeah, falling out to my third rod, the one I didn't think it was going to happen on, with a hell wafter sitting over the top with some creamino. But yeah, it came through, it saves a blank, and I'm mega happy with this. Thank you very much, my love. Let's get you back. Right, so everything's just kicked off. After that one fish we had this morning, went by pretty uneventful. Got into the afternoon, redone the rods. Rods are out there probably about 45 minutes, and then I've got a double take. Playing one in, and the other one's decided to rip off. And yeah, this is the first one of the two. A lovely dark common. So let's see if he wants to behave. He's a bit rigid, but what a cracking carp, eh? So yeah, this one's falling out to the left-hand rod, fishing out to a nice plateau over to my left. Now this was caught over a orange pop-up doused in our Southern 2E pot shot. So proper result, really happy with this. 21 pound on the nose, little cracker. Thank you very much for visiting me, mate. Proving that the tactics are working. It's been fishing tough, but yeah, I'm back in confidence land now. Right, so this is the second fish of that double take. It's a 30 pound and 3 ounce common. Proper old warrior, this one. Definitely got a few tales to tell. So this one fell to the middle rod, a multi-stiff hinged with a orange pop-up on it that was doused in the Southern 2E Carp Vault pot shot. So let's get her back. She's an old girl. What a cracking looking fish. Proper happy. Fish number 4 is this little 18 pound mirror. What a cracking little fish. Can't wait to see this one when it's older. So this fish falling to left hand rod, fishing out to a sandy spot using stiff hinged rig with a Southern 2E coated orange pop-up. And yeah, it's done the business. I thought this session was going to be really tough the way it was going, but to have 4 fish now, proper made up with that. So let's slip this one back and hopefully there's a few more left. I've got till tomorrow morning, so things can still happen. Thank you very much, little mate. Right, well this is fish number 5, falling out to the left rod again. I see that spot seems to be rocking like crazy. I've actually avoided putting the rod out again while I'm doing the pictures, just in case. It's nuts. Anyway, so this fell to the stiff hinge rig again with a Southern 2E coated orange pop-up over a nice little sandy area. And yeah, session's going really well. Cracking. Let's get her back. Hopefully we can get another one. Right guys, there's a bit of a lull in the action now, so I thought this is the perfect time to talk you through a brand new product that we've released. About a month ago we released our new pot shots. Now these, in all intents and purposes, are a booster shot, a booster liquid. Now they come in a 10ml bottle, like that, and they retail at £1.99 in the stores. So they are available in Outlaw Pro, they're available on our website, www.carpvault.com. And they're also going to be hitting a lot more stores in the upcoming weeks. So to explain a little bit about the product, we formulated this with the idea in our head that there's a lot of anglers out there that could use a boost to their hook baits. Now the main purpose is we all have old hook baits, they're all just sitting around and you don't always use them, or you're on the bank, it's a hot day, you open the pot, and when you keep opening, shutting, it's out in the heat, they start to lose all their smell, they start to lose their attraction. So by buying a little 10ml bottle of booster liquid, you could probably do about 4 hook bait tubs just with a 1 bottle. It's super strong and it's going to save you a lot of money on buying a tub of new pop-ups. So if you just want to bring them old pop-ups back to life, old wafters, any hook baits you use that have lost all their smell, these are perfect for you. These are also perfect for artificial baits like artificial corn, artificial tigers, anything that's plastic that you want to soak. This is absolutely fine to do that with. The absorption rate's pretty high. Also, if you use zig foam, absolutely fantastic. You can take your zig foam, you can cut it up, stick it in a pot, whack some of the booster shot inside it, and just leave them to soak. Now, I know we sell this on the point that it's for boosting old hook baits, but there's nothing at all to stop you taking a hook bait that you might have just bought last week and giving it a douse in these. Now, if you're a user of a bait that is in a certain flavour that you like, so say you're a mainline cell user, you'd obviously want to try and pair that with a coconut. We ain't got coconut, but if you was on a creamy, toffee, nutty, mapley bait, then we've got a pot shot there. This one's called the Cinnabon Maple. Now, this one is maple with a cinnamon bun and a tiger nut with cream. There's a lot going on in there, but when you smell this, it is absolutely gorgeous to smell. It really is nice. So yeah, if you want to try and match your hook bait to your bait that you're using, and you want to do it in a lot cheaper way, it might be another brand that you like their pop-ups. You might go, I really like this brand's pop-ups, but they haven't got the flavour that matches the actual free offerings that I'm using. That's where these will come in handy. Now, the other one I've got with me here is Just Peachy. Now, anyone who watches me or anyone who knows me, I love orange hook baits. I use orange hook baits a lot of the time. Now, I like to sort of, in my head, match up the flavour to the colour. The fish ain't gonna know, but I do. So, Just Peach, I think really suits an orange bait. And also the Southern Tootie, I really like that booster shot too. So, also on me now, I've got the rhubarb and custard. This one is, as you would expect, it's like the candy sweet. And I've got a creamy strawberry with me as well, creamy straws. So this one is basically like a strawberry cream. You can't really get much more simple. There's a lot of other flavours in the range, from a demon crab to a green lip mussel and lime. Also there's a boily berry, which is a mix of berries such as strawberry, raspberry and blueberry. Now, these will be hitting stores soon. I'm going to show you how they're used. So I've got a tub of pop-ups here. These are my good old faithful orange ones. Well, they're falling out all over the joint. Let's stick them back in. So I'll see if you can see that to the camera. I don't want to tip them out again. Orange 15mm pop-ups. And it's quite as simple as, all you need to do, you undo your pot shot. So I've got the Just Peachy here. Got a little ring on the bottle. Tail it off so you don't end up with it in the tub. And then you want to give it a good coating. So I'd say maybe, for the amount I've got in here, maybe at 2mm. That'll definitely cover it. Now let's give it a good glazing. Shut up the pop-ups. Give them a good shake. They all get around into the tub. Cover all the boilies. And now, it smells just peachy. So, to be honest, leaving them for about 4 to 5 days, all the liquid tends to absorb into the boilies for the majority of hook baits. And there's nothing also to stop you if you're using a spod mix. You can douse a little bit of this in there to give it a bit of flavour. A little dab will do ya. Don't go too far, because if you use too much, it's gonna get pretty strong, because it is a very strong liquid. Hence, you can do about 4 tubs of pop-ups with 1 bottle. So like I said earlier, they're $1.99 in the stores, $1.99 on our website. Hopefully this covers a little bit more about them, and I hope they catch you a lot of fish if you use them. Cheers guys.
2:30 in the morning. There's fish number 7. It's probably only about £14, £14 common. So we're going to send this one back.
Well, right guys, that brings us to the end of the session now. Just getting all the gear packed up. Got to be in work in an hour, so I think I'm going to be late. But cheers for joining us. It's been a really good one. 7 fish total in the end, and considering the first 24 hours didn't really have anything, I think giving them a good bit of bait, good bit of creamy, no boilie, I think I managed to bring them onto the spot and put a few down on the bank. So cheers for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the Carp Vault channel, and I'll see you again soon on a future vlog. Thanks guys, take care.
Right guys, welcome back to Carp Vault TV. You're joining me down on my syndicate lake here in Kent. We've just gone past the 2nd week in July, and the last couple of days we've had that mega heat wave. Now watching this you'll probably know all about that, but we've had about 38, 39 degree heat, and that only stopped yesterday. Now all the blokes I spoke to that have been fishing on the lake, they said that that heat absolutely killed it. There was literally no fish coming out. So it's what you expect when you've got that sort of temperatures. They're just going to be milling around in the upper layers or trying to find some shade to get out of it. So I've got 30 hours down here, and I'm hoping I can make it count. I've actually brought a fair bit of bait this time. Now my last session back in June, the fish had just spawned, and they definitely were after the bait. And I think it's still going to be the same, because the fish are still pretty much down in weight and they're going to want a good feed up. So I've actually brought 20 kilo of Cremino boilies with me, alongside 5 kilo of pellet. And I'm going to be pretty much hitting this exactly the same way I did before, because out there you've got areas that are pretty much covered in weed. Especially here in the sort of first 3-4 rod lengths out, and the same once you get past the central area. Now what I want to try and do is fish heaven pop-ups over the top of the beds of bait on a multi hinge rigs. Now the heaven pop-ups, they've been soaked in the Carp Vault Southern Tooty pot shot, so they've got plenty of attraction. They've been soaking in that for a while, and I'm hoping that with the big bed of bait and the high attraction hook bait we can get something going. There's definitely fish down here. I've seen them, I know they're here, they've been showing out a couple of swims down, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a result and I'm going to be leaving here a happy boy, because I don't really fancy blanket on this one. It's been a while since I got out. So guys, I'm going to get on with it. Let's get fishing, let's catch some carp. Right, so it's 3 in the morning and I've just had this cracking 29-pound mirror. It was looking a bit bleak, didn't think it was going to happen the way it was going, but the night time came through. So this one fell to a stiff hinged rig with a heaven pop-up soaked in some of the southern tooty pot shot. But what a cracking fish. More than happy. Let's get it back. Hopefully there's another one to have. Well, so just on first light, just as day was dawning, I managed to hook another one, resulting in this 27-pound 8 common. So same tactics, fishing out with a stiff hinged rig with a heaven pop-up that's been soaked in the southern tooty pot shot over a big spread of cremino. So absolute cracking common, proper happy with this. This is one of them really nice dark commons that are in here. Bit of an angry male, but what a fish, eh? Nice way to start the day. Wicked. Thank you very much, buddy. Well, this is a very odd shaped fish. Shortly after that last common I had, I've had this one. It's a very old character fish. It's a very odd shape, but it's a fish nevertheless, and it means the tactics are working. So again, falling to the stiff hinged rig with a heaven pop-up, doused in the southern tooty liquid over a big spread of cremino. So thank you very much, mate. Thank you for visiting me. I'm not going to keep you out too long for definite, and then we'll get you back. Just had this lovely mirror on a stiff hinge rig over a bed of cremino, using the heaven pop-up soaked in tooty. Cracking fish. It's been a bit of a git, so I want to get this one back. He just does not want his photo taken or his video done. So let's get you back, mate. Back to your watery home.
Look, I've got a grassy. I'll say upper 20s. It's a fairy chunk. It's a fair old chunk. But I don't count. So let's see if I can slip him back without letting this common go. Yay, and the common's still in there. That's a dark common. Very dark common.
Well, session over. So had a good few fish on this session. It's been really good. It's nice to get out again, and as you can see behind me, the barrow's packed up. It's time to get out of here. Well, cheers for watching, guys. Thank you very much for watching the channel. Do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers.